Welcome back to Radical and Relevant. Each day we explore the genius of the Gospels, the genius of the life and the teachings of Jesus Christ, and try to peel away another layer of often readings that we've heard many, many times. Today's reading comes from the Gospel of Mark, chapter 2, verses 23 through 28. You can see these few days we're making our way through the second chapter of Mark. And you might find it helpful just to go and read the whole chapter of Mark to get some context for what's going on here. One Sabbath, Jesus was going through the grain fields, and as they made their way, his disciples began to pluck ears of grain. And the Pharisees said to him, "Look, why are they doing what is not lawful on the Sabbath?" And he said to them, "Have you never read what David did when he was in need and was hungry, he and those who were with him, how he entered the house of God when Abiathar, high priest, and ate the bread of the presence, which it is not lawful for any but the priest to eat, and also gave it to those who were with him? And he said to them, the Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath. So the Son of Man is Lord, even of the Sabbath." Some great images here today, some great lines. What is it that jumps out at you? I'm picturing this today, in the opening line, on the Sabbath, Jesus was going through the grain fields, and as they made their way, his disciples began to pick ears of grain. I just published my book, Slowing Down to the Speed of Joy. And it feels like Jesus and the disciples there, this Sabbath morning or afternoon, like they are living at the speed of joy. This just looks like an image. As I imagine this in my mind, Jesus just walking leisurely through the grain fields with his disciples. They just feel like they're at the speed of joy. And of course the Pharisees come along and they're like critical. If we're looking for something to criticize, we will always find it. If for no other reason, then we will project something negative onto somebody or a situation or a circumstance. And so you've got these two realities. You've got Jesus, the disciples, walking through the grain fields, slowing down to the speed of joy. And then you've got the Pharisees, like harshly interrupting this with their criticism. And of course, they're critical of everything about Jesus. And that's one of the ways to work out, is a person's criticism of value to you? Because the reality is we learn when people give us feedback, but great feedback comes from wise people, and wise people will point out the good and the bad. Wise people will praise and criticize, and will do so in a balance that always encourages. Discouragement is from the devil, and so wise counsel always encourages, even if it is feedback on something you've done wrong or something that you can do better. Have a great day, and remember, be bold, be Catholic.